Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. My name is Jenny Jaguar and you are now in the Jaguar's Den. Now, this space is dedicated to anyone on a path of deep healing, intuitive knowing, intuitive awakening, and overcoming karmic cycles or toxic traits or habits that seem damn near impossible to overcome. Now, today I am doing a bonus Scorpio reading. What is it? It is a shadow work reading, okay? And basically, it is going to be 2 parts. If you are new to my channel, I like to do soul healing readings. That's usually in 2 parts. 1, showing the issues. 2, showing a way out. All right, so let's dive in. First, we are going to get into what current issues my Scorpio is being asked to heal from. Because, every season in our lives has asked us to, address certain issues. Could be in relationships, could be in career. If there are any issues affecting both areas of your life, we will get into it. Yes, we will. All right. So without further ado, my Scorpio placements. What issues are my Scorpio collective currently asked to heal? Excuse me. Scorpio, are you not being easy on yourself? Whew. I think I'm glad I've done this. I can picture a Scorpio placement who is unwilling to transform the dark aspects of themselves. Like, that's essentially what your sign is supposed to do. I'm a Vedic Scorpio. I don't know what part. I just remember looking at my Vedic astrology and I'm like, what? Oh, snap. But anywho, first thing we have for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, whatever. If the Scorpio is in your chart, then it may resonate for you. All right, so here we go. First off, we have attracting wounded partners. Okay, so first and foremost, before I go any further, okay, this is a shadow deck. So this pulls out all inner issues that we currently need to heal that is keeping us from our breakthroughs. Okay. And if you are triggered by any of this, do not be hurt by it. Allow that trigger to heal from it. I will leave a link in the description box on how to do shadow work. I have a worksheet, but I'm going to prettify it so I can make it available for y'all to download. So keep a lookout for that over the weekend. I'm gonna try to get that out over the weekend. Like, let's see, shadow work blog. Oh, and if you don't know, I am a health coach, life coach, corrective exercise specialist. I have another channel that I created when I was going through my soul heal journey. Like, we never stop our soul healing journey, but when I was going through all of the toxic cycles and like purging all this stuff out of my life, on that channel, that's where I talk about like emotional regulation, healing old wounds, healing from old trauma, how you can be called to be a teacher in other person's lives, how relationships can trigger you to grow, how to use relationships to trigger yourself to grow. Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff, because I was looking, I was like, man, there's a lot of good stuff. So anywho, if you want, please check out that channel if you want more deep healing work. I also have plenty of blog posts on thestewproject.com. What is that? But yeah. Okay, yeah, it's all going to be in the description box. I'm just going to review video because I forgot what else I was going to do. It was shadow something. Anywho, oh yeah, freebie. All right, so okay, so here we go. First off, I couldn't even finish it, man. Attracting wounded partners. Unhealed self, trauma bond, mirroring effect. So one thing I learned about relationships is that in life in general, as within, so without. And so the relationships you are in mirror certain aspects of yourself back to you, whether you want to admit it or not. I know there may be some people who will click on this video and be like, I am not the evil, narcissistic asshole, okay, or bitch. But, there's still certain aspects of it. Maybe there are certain aspects of yourself that you want to hide. There are often people mirror, if you are high vibrational, the low vibrational, they will attract themselves to you just to mirror low vibrational aspects of you. Because I know I was with somebody and I was hiding my high hopes for relationship, and he was hiding his negative intentions for the relationship. So on both ends of the spectrum, we were both mirroring things of ourselves, but we were still just, one was positive, one was negative. Excuse me. So yeah, I think the thing to understand for this one is when you attract wounded partners, you can't fix people. And sometimes, nobody's perfect, but some people have certain issues that you just can't fix. Like, if you ain't got a place to stay and you don't have a home, trying to be in a long-term committed relationship should be the least of your worries. Okay. And if you have 18, 11 kids and this guy doesn't want any kids, why are you trying to make that work? Your values are different. You want two different things in life. It doesn't make any sense. So, you have to understand aspects of your unhealed self that keeps you attracting those wounded partners. I think I have something on my other channel that talks about trauma bond. If I do, I will link it in the description box. But yeah. Ooh, Scorpio. Now, we're going to have to learn to look at our shadow self, because the next card that you need to learn to address is your shadow holds power. It says integration, depth, alchemy. Maybe there are dark aspects of yourself, but you are unwilling to look at them. What is this? When I just saw attracted wounded partners, why was I thinking you may be with somebody that is super toxic, who gaslights, who lies and manipulates, and maybe you're not doing that now, but if you're currently with if you did that type of behavior in the past and you didn't make amends with that individual or those individuals, and you try to go into a new relationship, maybe not in that relationship, but maybe a few relationships down the road, karma, you're going to reap what you sow. And especially karma usually waits until it's something that you really want. So say you break the person's heart of somebody who really wanted to work things out with you. You may not necessarily get back with that person and the person shuts you down. What may happen is you may find somebody who you want as equally as that individual wanted you, and they reject you. Or maybe it may be in business or career, and you want that same type of, you have that same attraction or longing for a career opportunity or job, but the same outcome happens and you end up feeling the same way as a person that you hurt. Excuse me. So yeah, Instead of burying those issues deep inside, because what is this? It has the wings of the person behind, like all these like hieroglyphs and something. So maybe you get piercings or tattoos to kind of like make up for the issues that you've done, but instead of like actually feeling those emotions, because the guy in here, he's like holding his heart. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, the guy is like holding his heart. And so it's like it's so many emotions that he wants to get out and free himself with the wings, but he's not allowing himself to because he's holding himself back. And so the minute you just like open up and come to that realization, where it's a feminine or masculine, I don't know, we're going to get into later, if this message resonates for you. But anywho, don't be afraid to look into the darkness. Like I said earlier, I will have my shadow work freebie. I think that's gonna be easier. My shadow work freebie available over the weekend. I just have to make it look pretty because it's a worksheet that I got from my nutritionist school. So I don't want y'all knowing where I went to school because I don't want y'all knowing the secrets that I know. That's why I go to school. I can just tell you for free, okay? You don't need to spend all that money. But anywho, the third thing that came out. Okay. Let me get into. Okay, so before I get to the third one, I just looked at be gentle with yourself. So you may be afraid of looking at the shadow aspects of yourself simply because you are hard on yourself. Maybe you grew up in an environment where a lot of people beat you up, or you beat yourself up for a reason. And I will give you the link to my happiness reset blueprint, because there is a lesson in there that talks about your self-talk, or your inner dialogue. And so you have to like really understand, like, who is the person that is in your voice? Like, is it you talking like that, or is it a projection of somebody else's voice in your head? So yeah. And again, all of these videos are on my other channel, the Jenny Jaguar TSP. Yeah, that's just, I literally logged a lot of my emotional healing work. But yeah, around the time I was going through that, I think a lot of other people were going through shit and they weren't healing, and they were too busy in the fog to listen to what I was saying. So whatever. Anywho, take advantage of it if you want to. But yeah, be gentle with yourself. Don't be afraid to look at the dark stuff, because if you are one of those people that's afraid to look within because you know you've done some bad things, like, it's okay. Like, just think about how your how your child would feel super guilty about, if like your 5-year-old child would feel super guilty about stealing a piece of candy. Now, would you berate them, call them nothing, a piece of crap, they'll never amount to anything just for stealing a piece of candy? Like, no. And I understand, even if you've done super bad things, and if you are watching this video and you're like, Amber, this totally sounds like something that somebody else has done in my life, then this is not for you, because this is not a cross watchers reading. This is a shadow work reading. So this reading is for anybody who knows that they have done wrong and they're trying to fix their ways. Okay. So don't take it personal. If you get triggered, good. You're supposed to be triggered. That's how you heal and grow. All right. Go look in the description box for my blog post about that. Okay. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want you to subscribe. But like, oh my gosh, you're cute. All right. I love the way you read. But then if I say something triggering, you unsubscribe and then you want to like report my channel. Like, we're not doing that. Don't even share this channel. Like, let whoever's supposed to see it sees it. Okay. Whoever wants this healing, come get it. If not, you know, complete that karmic cycle and do what you want. All right, but third one, okay, because your girl likes to ramble. The third one is triggered. It says pain, body, instant reaction, unconscious loop. So maybe you have constant pain. I'm thinking like fibromyalgia, sciatica, maybe gut pain, acid reflux, migraines, any of these issues. The body keeps the score. If you don't learn how to heal from the trauma, then it will most definitely continue to show in your body as chronic health disease. I have a blog about that, and even like how your different chakras can cause different different body ailments, and so that can give you insight on what specifically to heal to overcome certain illnesses. Yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully all that information helps. I made it for somebody to use. Okay, I'm helping. All right, so that are the current issues. All right, so now let's try to figure out how to know if this message resonates with you. So I'm gonna give a general reading, and then I'm going to go deeper into career and relationships. Then after that, we're going to switch it up and go into advice. Well, yeah, you're just going to see how it goes. So this is the bonus part. I will do the rest of the zodiac signs because this is just the first 6. So I'm going to finish Scorpio today. I think I have Cancer to do before I finish out the bonus readings for this week. And then next week, I'm going to do the rest of the signs. Don't ask me what they are because I'm just looking at the 6. So I know one's going to be Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and then what is the air signs? Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Yeah, so I'm doing y'all next week. And then after that, the following week, we're going to do goals and objectives to get y'all prepared for the next month. All right, so Holy Spirit, can you help me, or Holy Spirit, can you give me a scenario that will help my Scorpio collective know if this message resonates for them? If any of my Scorpios are in denial. Am I the drama? Are you Scorpio? A little bit more. All right, we have the Fool. Okay. Okay. All right, so we have the Hierophant and then Judgment to first come out. And I'm thinking, okay, so in relationships, this can be somebody who often finds themselves getting in relationships and like being fully committed and then being like, why did I do this? Yeah, let's go. So what is like a serial dater? Somebody who always thinks the grass is always greener. Let's see, Strength card, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Scorpio. I'm at the only energy I see coming out for you is this Page of Cups. Maybe Judgment. I don't think Judgment is your sign. Anywho, we have Hierophant, Judgment, Strength card, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Hangman, Page of Cups. So this could be with work. Maybe you start a job and then you change your mind. It's like, okay, I really don't like this arrangement. And then the entire time you try to figure out how to work things out. Yeah, this can also go for career too. Yeah. What is it? Okay, so for this one, I'm looking at the Hierophant next to the Strength. Hierophant is hands over the Strength card and the Queen of Pentacles. So what I am seeing is it's kind of like the powers that be are bestowing strength upon a Queen of Pentacles. This could be you. As people throw judgment on another connection that is not feeding into you. But it seems like now they want to. And now you're trying to keep the strength to not. To decide whether you want to. So maybe you have a lot of people that leave your life and then come back in and try to be like, oh, you know, I made a mistake. Can we run that back real quick? Yeah. My grass is greener. Or maybe Scorpio, since you're this water energy, maybe you find yourself doing the damage to somebody and leaving them. Or maybe you get in toxic relationships, or maybe you get in relationships and you get in relationships that are okay. You know what? Let me just clarify another way, because I'm not about to be sitting here all day. Holy Spirit, can you clarify how this may show up in relationships? For my Scorpios, how might these issues show up in my Scorpios relationships? This is a lot. Oh, come on. Okay, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, let me get in this camera so you can hear me. All right, so what I am seeing with attracted wounded partners, maybe you are on a soul mission. Maybe you're trying to find a good, perfect, happy relationship, okay? But you are on a soul mission path. But but you're on a soul mission, basically, with divine timing, soul mission, purpose, and path, especially since it's on attracting wounded partners. You are in these relationships to figure out what aspects of you keeps attracting them. What barriers, what red flags are you ignoring? How are you allowing these people to keep coming in? And yeah, like what is it about these people? Like, what do you need to fix about yourself to stop attracting these people? To stop having these people be like, that's my type. To have you stop saying, that's my type. Because you're going to always attract the good, the bad, the ugly, okay? Unless you're ugly. So, yeah, so with judgment at the bottom of the deck, you need to learn discernment. You need to learn who's for you, who's not for you. Not do the grass is always greener. Like, stop going off of aesthetics. Like, if you know how to read energy, stop reading it for bad and start reading it for what is truly good for you. Because a lot of people can just come to you on some like just aesthetic stuff, like, oh, you look cute, let me just get next to you. Like, ooh, let me just see what that tastes like, let me see what that like. Yes, you're attractive and they don't want anything. So you need to understand, why do you keep attracting these people? And why do you keep giving these people chances? Because oftentimes they'll probably just say whatever just so they can keep interacting with you. Really vet people before you just start saying, hey, there's chemistry, let me see what the sex is like. Let me lead them on like it could happen. Let me like get to know you first. Can we not be anything for a minute? Now, your shadow holds power, integration, depth, alchemy. New doors opening, new home. Justice, legal matter, decisions. This was coming as karma for me. So I think if you have been drawn to this reading, I think spirit or the divine, whoever you believe in, is asking you to do the shadow work now. With the new doors or hope opening, a new home. And it's the same light on the inside that is like lighting that guy. But instead of it being darkness and painful to hold, it's warm and loving. And the card here says depth and alchemy. So it's God is giving you a time to alchemize that. And considering how this card came with a fell in reverse, you have an option. Either you can do the work and have karma work in your favor, or you can resist and have bad karma and go into another karmic loop. Okay. Now, triggered, eyes mesmerized, out in the cold. I'm getting that green with envy vibes. And then once you ghost somebody, you try to come back and you're like, well, why don't they want me anymore? And it's like, you showed your hand. And it's not even a bad thing to show your hand, because people need to know what type of person you are, because you should not, if you have to lie and manipulate to keep people in your life, then you're not a good person. And if this is triggering and I say this with love, then just know that I say this with love, because we all have aspects that we need to heal. Like, you shouldn't have to force anybody. You shouldn't have to lie or manipulate to, or put on a facade just to get people to want to stay in your life. You should be able to hold a boundary, say, no, I don't want to go out. No, don't touch me there. No, don't invite me over to that place with that person. No, don't put that on my pizza, without them having issues. And if they cross those boundaries, they shouldn't get mad. If you say, no, that's not what I wanted, I no longer want to continue this relationship. And it's not even on no mad, so like, I hate you, you're evil type stuff. It's literally on like, okay, next person. Because what is this? You're on a soul purpose. You're on a divine path. We are here to heal stuff about ourselves. I ain't got time to sit here chase around here, play with you. It's about to pay off at the bottom of that. So this is preparing you for your divine person. And you think it's somebody that has you blocked because you feel that it's your peanut butter to your jelly. But those are just fake illusions. And you will find out about it soon enough, depending on the romantic gesture. Okay? Career. How might this show up in career for my Scorpio placements? How might these issues show up for my Scorpio placements? Why am I looking at these booties and it looks like they're in the cubicles and the judgment sign? Do you be having sex in the workplace? Scorpio. That's the wrong type of transformation we trying to have at work, okay? Where do you clock in? Wrong hole, fool. All right. One more. Okay. We have allow at the bottom of the deck. It says, get out of your own way and let the doors of success open for you. Drop resistance and go with the flow. I don't know, maybe, okay. I think that's going to be the overarching issue with these. Maybe you allow these things to self-sabotage and force the outcome. Okay. First one says master. Master how you handle your thoughts and emotions on a daily basis as a successful entrepreneur. You can be an entrepreneur, employee. When I see these happy and sad faces in front of the happy face, you may have a hard time, or you may stifle your emotions a lot. Like, if somebody makes you super mad, you're like, it's okay. If something disappoints you, like, no problem. Yeah. Maybe you project. This ain't my reading. I don't know. Align. It says, stay in alignment with your core values and your vision for the lifestyle you want to create with your business. With align right after master. Like, how can you master anything if you don't know how to? Like, a leader knows how to keep focus and achieve your targets and stuff like that. So maybe you do roundabout ways to get things. Or maybe you do stuff just to get ahead. And and maybe you do things not necessarily for the lifestyle you want to create, but just to get by. So maybe you get mad because maybe you see people going after the life that they want, and or maybe people see you going after the life that you want and they try to hold you back or put you down. And like I said, as within, so without. So if you play dumb, you play small to appease to those people, then perhaps you don't align with your core values and stuff. So you do things just to stay in the group or the bubble. Hold on. Yeah. Or maybe you allow yourself to be stuck in the rat race instead of going after that education, doing that thing, taking that risk. Next, we have train. Exercise daily to keep your body and spirit strong, healthy, and full of energy you need to build your business. I was thinking maybe you don't exercise and you always complain about energy. I'm hearing like smoke, especially if you're bottling a lot of emotions. Maybe you drink, you smoke, you eat, you have other unhealthy coping mechanisms. Exercise is actually the perfect mechanism to help you not only release difficult emotions, but to get your body back. Like once you start changing your body physique and start seeing the results, it's like, hey, I did that. Then you start seeing like, hey, I can do other things. Okay. And if you need help, I do have signature workouts. I do have online fitness programs. Yeah. And what is that? I do have online fitness training. More details about that in the description box. It's not about that. But anywho, yeah. So you need to learn how to. Oh yeah, mind body mastery. Yeah, you need to learn how to use exercise to strengthen your spirit. Now, next one says lead, develop the best way to work with your clients, create program packages and products that help them solve their problems. Coaching. So maybe whatever you do now is like one to many, and so you do so many things that keep you depleted. You don't have energy. Maybe you don't have the time to exercise. You need to find a system that will help you teach one to many that'll save you time. Learn how to work smarter. Okay. What is that? I help my clients do that in that Stress Alchemy coaching program. Links in the description box. Last one says automate. Develop ways to add passive income streams to your business so you don't have to work so hard. Earn some income while you sleep. Maybe like a people pleaser. In the sense, in the career sense, it's like, let me try to do and create and be as much help to one person instead of just making yourself the asset and have people come to you more so than you rushing out to everybody else. If you're working 9 to 5, find a way to get that skill that you're making 9 to 5 money on, even if it's good money, but it's just stressful. And you're like, I can't work more hours because I'm old now. Then yeah, find a way to take what you do, teach it to many, and make it a passive income stream. All right. Don't beat yourself up saying that you're not working hard enough, because you're doing the best you can. You need to find a smarter way to work. Okay. Now we are going to switch gears. We're going to clarify now. Holy Spirit, can you give me... Spirit don't want to give you no answers. Holy Spirit, any advice for my Scorpio placements? I'm doing shadow work to heal these things. Any advice? We got planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. So maybe you're one of those people, you don't really take time to plan. You're just like, okay, I have this right now. So to get more, I just need more of this. Okay, how do I get more of this? And so then you're just stuck inching forward one at a time instead of just making an exit strategy, an exit plan, all that good stuff. Okay, so next it says gentle release. What is this for? Triggered? Okay, so if this is something to do with being triggered and pain body, instead of just dealing with the pain and the health issues, you're being asked to actually make a health plan. Okay, and if you need help, I do have one-on-one coaching. Oh my gosh, and even right now we have 25% off Designs for Health. Like my services, they are HSA, FSA eligible. So if you have those HSA, FSA funds, or whatever, I do offer discounts for people who get doctor's notes to see a health coach, nutritionist, or exercise physiologist. I don't know. Just check out the website. I have all that stuff in there. But yeah, make a plan. You can plan for wellness and get better. Okay. Functional medicine does wonders. All right. Next, we have gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. It is not a coincidence that this fell under your shadow holds power. It's time to do the shadow work. Okay. So yeah, I would say just if you want, you can wait till I get my freebie created for you to download, or you can just Google how to do shadow work. Okay. Google does wonders. Okay. If you need help, Wait till Labor Day. I have a group coaching program. It's coming out for it. Next, you have new heights. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. Yeah. And this is under attracting wounded partners. So for me, it's like you got to learn to release and let go. And this isn't necessarily a dove, it's like a white and black bird, mainly white. So it's like, yeah, you need to understand like we are all imperfect people, but you can also give yourself permission to do better, live better, have more. Card at the bottom of the deck says carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. I don't know what that means, so do what you want with it, okay? All right, so we're going to end this reading from my Scorpios with a spiritual message. All right, any spiritual messages for my Scorpio collectives? Any spiritual messages for my Scorpio collectives? All right. Card at the bottom of the deck says, no matter how much you're being tested or pushed right now, stand your ground and push back. Believe in your own integrity and self-worth so much that no one can get in your way. Have the confidence to move forward. You can and will do this. All right, next it says, sit in silence for a moment and listen. The answers you have been seeking are finally coming to you. Truly trust and believe that you are going to make it and be exactly where you need to be. We are on this journey with you, Spirit. So, whatever. So hang in there. It's not much longer. Oh, snap, Scorpio. Where you going? Where you going, Scorpio? I don't know why I made that voice. Please disregard. Next card says, instead of pushing yourself so hard, stop, breathe, and reevaluate. Yeah, you're doing enough, even if it doesn't feel like it. Don't wear yourself out to the point of exhaustion. It is not worth it. Balance your time more wisely. Lastly, it says, don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it away from you. Remember, you will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than you deserve. Okay, Scorpio, so maybe you are in super toxic relationships and they always make you out to be the bad guy and they always gaslight you and manipulate you, and they try to make you feel like the bad guy when you set boundaries and push them away. It is time to let that go. Okay, fuck them. Fuck them. Get money. Okay. Tell them Jenny said that. All right. Now, Scorpio, I love you. I wish you all the success in the world, and I will be here for you, I don't know, in a couple weeks. All right. Talk to you later.